Hello and welcome. Right now, I had a bit of a mistake. Well, it's a big mistake. I really don't know what's happened to my new flatbed sort of shape. It's exactly the same as the old one, but it really didn't like it. But I also accidentally saved it over the original one too, which means I now haven't got a flatbed. So I've just sold it. Yeah, and I'll have to fix it afterwards. Yeah, to be honest, I've been modding on the cow barn, almost ready to put it for mod hub submission, and I've partially done a video about it so that everyone can actually see what I'm actually doing. Wow, that's seriously absolutely beasted the amount of manure that we've actually done. Now there's a few jobs we've got to do to carry on really. Another one is also to do the manure over there, and we have still got the zone markers on, so let's switch those off. Wow, we make this 20,000 litres. Is that really seriously got through 20,000 litres like that? It has. Wow. Well, it's nearly finished this, he says. Got to about there. So hopefully they do faff around though on the corners. They keep it running where the rest of us would switch it off, and they insist on reversing whilst wasting your manure. So yeah, it's hopefully will not be too bad, but they do faff around an awful lot, and they don't care that you're wasting manure that costs cash. They seriously don't care at all. It is true. Right, we have got a few jobs to do apart from to keep a track of that. We've also got this one to do too. But the most important thing of all, we are quite short on cash. We're trying to do animals and all that type of stuff. We've got silage and we've got a lot of straw. We are just short of hay, which is just beginning to come through from all of the grass. So, and we've got a little bit of digestate, which I believe would have done the mineral feed to 84,000 litres now. There's an awful lot more. And there was some stones that, again, 6,736 litres. Now, we have got some more stones. I know, you actually switched it off. Wow, amazing. A lot of them just keep it whacked on. Oh, my life. Well, at least you've switched it off. That's all that really matters. Yeah, so we need some stones and digestate. Now, I've said this before with this. Digestate is a readily available thing a lot, but I'm going to try my best. We've got a bit of stones in our truck over here that we can, but it really is a little. It's 2,768 litres, so it ain't going to go terribly far really, but we will do our best with what we've got to stick this in, and then we'll buy some stones, which again would be readily available. I sort of don't like stepping outside of this model where it's the farm that does it, but to be honest, sometimes in situations like this, you think, well, it's not like stones as a thing that you can't go to your local quarry or your local builders merchants and buy some. There is a cost element to it, so it's not really that terrible that you do this. So I think what we'll do is we'll just top this up with that in mind, because it is true. Now also, yeah, zone markers we want to be switching off. Yeah, I've been going around in circles with my cow barn all afternoon, and I thought, it is Sunday. It's supposed to be a day off, for heaven's sake. Have a bit of a chill. If it doesn't get done now, it's waited almost a year. It's just tough, I've sort of trying to do this on top of my normal job. I've really tried to throw myself into the modding and learn modding quite extensively, and I have spread myself thin, and I've done lots of mods and all that type of stuff a lot, but that's, yeah, no, it is true. I have done are you out again, or are you, God, man, it's how far you've got. God, it's not terribly far. Well, no, it's not, it's true. Right, so yeah, tanker we're going to need in a minute as well, aren't we? Yeah, I've been doing quite a few things. I have cut corners because I know that it's for myself, and so therefore I've done things that the mod hub submission process would not allow, because I don't need a long description for myself. I know what it is. But like if I'm going to submit it, I just found in the cow bomb that I'd actually not even bothered with, I'd swizzed in another XML file, a mod desk, and it wasn't even the right reading. And I thought, well, that's not going to go down very well with Giants, and they do have a point. So you really need to sort that out. So I sorted that out. And then I went and did the icon. Now, the one weird thing is, now, Giants have got a texture file creator. Now, I struggle with this because I keep, like, doing the compression. I apologise for it is a bit, well, it's not everyone's cup of tea. That is definitely true. But it's awful far back, this one, isn't it? Is this like a really... Is there a long and a short version of this? Because it is. It's really far back. Yeah, so I keep doing I thought, well, I'll do it with the Giants texture file, because if I do it with the Giants one, it'll be right. Well, it's not. I literally pulled the test runner, the latest test runner, and it's got 8 bitmaps. And I'm like, well, I created it with the Giants texture tool. So if it's got 8 bitmaps, it's because the Giants texture tool created it with 8 bitmaps. And I know that will probably mean nothing to you unless you're a modder. But what I mean is, I'm like, well, hang on a minute. That's the entire reason. The entire reason that I actually... we don't really matter what we go for. We want digest state. It has got to be digest state. Right, okay, so let's grab... No, we need to do this one thing at a time. I'm not sure how much... It's quite a lot of digest state. So no, I think we have to have... twice as much digest state. So we have got a lot of corn. This is the corn. Wheat, got 91,000 litres. So that means 180,000 litres of digest state. So 3 of these. And then we will... So we're going to like dodge this, and we're going to be dodging this and the manuring of our big field, our one big field. Yeah, it really is as simple as that. But this is going to win us a fortune. That is the one thing I am going to stipulate, because 90,000 litres of wheat is going to produce 360,000 litres of mineral feed, due to the fact that actually it's the digest state you need the most of. It's a very generous, very generous. Right, we also need, let's get the manure on, because to be honest, our work is like pulling a bit of a fast one, because I think if we look at this field, it's completely done, I think. It is indeed. So I don't know how they ran out when they'd actually finished. No idea why they were like carrying on. Yeah, it's at the stop. It ran out at the stop sign. That's all right then. So let's do this on field 40. Should we do this ourselves? Yeah, I think we will. Let's see. Because it's going to be less faffy. I know I'm going to still run out. Of course I am. Right, so let's... no, the trouble is I need to do... Yeah, there can't be in 2 places at once. Digest state. We need to do that. It's our literal... Should make us quite a lot of cash. Now, it's not brilliant. It's not like... just do this 45 this time. And I would imagine it's still only going to be one headland, I would say. It's not. It's a monster, isn't it, really? So field 45. Apologies for that. I forgot where I got to. We did do this. No, we did it. It's like forgotten it somehow. Save course. 42 meters. Yeah, still get a bit out of breath. A little bit too easy. Start at first waypoint. We're going to be juggling filling this, I know, but this is the price you pay for manure, isn't it? And like for like manure and slurry, it does run out quickly. So, but this is so important. We really should be earning quite a lot of cash from doing this. So we fertilise this ready. Does anything need liming? No, it's on. No, that's fantastic. Oh, a little tiny bit where which it shouldn't be, but that's where I damaged the field. It is true, I did. Although in my defence, it's more about the tools. I keep saying this, map makers do it as well, but obviously it doesn't cost them to fix it. Only, well, it does. It costs some time, but yeah, like an actual cost. Oh, okay, let's do that as well. And how we... Oh, are you filling the actual thing with diesel? Well, no, we want digestate. I think you can over... Oh, now we could fix this tank while we're here. We are hemorrhaging money, but again, this is going to earn us a fortune as well. Again, it's more about the fact that it's going to be... Oh, wow. You as well. It's more about the fact that the recipe's generous in so much as... That's not too terrible, is it? 844 for digestate. Yeah, I've tried to do it as a generous one, but not silly. I don't want it to go like daft, but I thought I was trying to show quite a lot of love to digestate on using the self-sufficiency. I thought, well, let's use digestate as a secret thing. It has got nitrates in it after all said and done. I thought so. Obviously, there's also a cost element that is the chemicals that it doesn't. Yeah, that can't be represented by the game. So most of the things that require heavy or high costs, they really do... oh, wow. I think we'd imagine that Nick is about to run out of... Yeah, didn't do badly, though. Not really. Not when you consider the little field he's just done. It goes to show, if you get straight ups and downs, it does go a long way, but it's like when you go around corners and they're faffing around keeping the manure on. Yeah, we know. We are ready in the wings, ready to do this. Because you'd think, looking at that, because a bit in the middle as well, but like I would say this, no, I don't know, it's hard to say because it's also got to come all the way around this corner as well, and then all the way around that corner as well too. So, but it is important. Again, I really am trying very hard to... We could have actually bought some from there, couldn't we, from the map itself? We could, but you could say that we've had our storage topped up with this, really. Let's just grab this. We do not want... No, we've definitely... Oh, it keeps on like going away from that. Alright, so then let's set this going exactly where it was. I am a little bit high. Yeah, I will do this all the time. Marty used to say this, that you go a little bit high. I do. I like to show you the spread width, but yeah, because otherwise you can't see it properly. But then, well, I suppose, yeah, it's for when you jump into the tractor, basically, it's at the right height for you to see that we're actually doing the width that we actually say we're doing. I would say that's not bad. That's nearly there. It's a bit of overlap, but right. So I think this is the last run that we need to do, and then I think what we'll do is I will take over. So this should be now enough to do the entire thing. Stones, I think, also. Is it equal to? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the recipe. In fact, yeah, let's start filling first. Then we'll look at the recipe. I'm not sure if we're going to need another 50,000 litres. I think stones were a tiny element. I don't think they were like a more like a tenth or something like that, I think. It's a long time since I made the recipe, but yeah, digestate. So let's have a look. Remind myself of mineral feed. So that's the corn one that ran out. That was from the what we had left over from the original Let's Play. So it's 100, it's a fifth of this. So I think we've definitely got more than enough of that. Now, have we got enough? It's making the hay, so it shall, have I switched TMR on? No. That's why it's not mixing. Seriously. It can't make it if you don't tick it. I know. That's why I'm checking, really, to be honest. So, yes, I am still pleased with what we've done. So in essence, we have bought another farmyard. It is a bit of a weird though. Our fences came back, and like I think there is definitely a bit of errors going on the map, because we should have still had the buildings. There was no reason why one time we have buildings and then you come back on and all the buildings have gone. It makes no sense at all. But there's obviously something that is not quite right on the map. since this update. I would imagine Mike is probably going to run out. Who knows? We've still got plenty. Yeah, it's going very slowly, which is wasting manure at a heavier rate, or because it's going around the corner slowly. I suppose, yeah, maybe it is. I would have just gone around the corner in a massive, like, bump. Yeah, I would have just, like, gone like that and not faffed around. I'd have done it at full pelt, because the worker, like, is just faffing around. I mean, it's a little bit, obviously, it's the model that we've bought that I have no control over. Wow. Well, it's a little bit fast. But it is true, I can't go any slower than the model. Yeah, wow. You see, you can almost do a field. You can if it's you doing it, it's true. Right, so I think we've done everything. We've got enough stones. All we've got to do now is... are we planting any more? Yeah, because I don't want... I always like to do the mineral feed in the first year. It's still a good earner after that, but I don't want to overdo it. So it's one of those things that I'll fall back on. Yeah, it is. Like, this is our first year, you could say, in a way, because we've sort of come back, and it really is almost like a brand new start on the map. The only things that are the same is we've got the vehicles. I do think we've lost a few tractors. We're a little bit on the light side for tractors, although I suppose our farm isn't massive either. So is that really that? Yeah, it's true. Is it really that bad? But we could do with more, I suppose, is what I'm really saying. Yeah. Ooh, no, I think you'll find that you've already done that. It's just, it's not got yet to catch up. The curse of FS25, or one of the curses of FS25. The slowness thing. This is a real powerhouse. Wow. Okay. I think you'll find that is probably done. That's what you call speed fertilizing. It is. It's definitely true. Wasted an awful lot. We did almost our entire field on a few thousand litres, all because the worker goes around so very slowly. Patience is good sometimes, but not always. Right, fantastic. Excellent. It is nice to have this tractor, though. Did I open that manually there? I must have done. We ought to make this a little bit of a farmyard, a bit of a storage area, because we keep storing things here, and the map maker's fantastic in so much as he's put bushes everywhere like they would be. I like that attention to detail. It really is quite phenomenal. Right, so then we have done that. We don't need to do any liming, so everything we've done is spot on. We've got our field ready and our place ready for our animal enclosure, which is also going to come around here a little bit too. So do we own? We do. That was where the animals, you look at like a car parky type area. So we've got all that, and 170. It's hard to see. Does it go underneath the bridge? That's a bit that I can't tell. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we're going to get a you can't go under there, even though you technically can. Can you? Because you can't see under something, can you? It's one of those things that Farming Simulator doesn't allow you to do. So we shall see whether we can actually go underneath into 169 from 170 once we actually do it. Right, so it's 1240. We've ordered a few bits and bobs from the sales. All that remains to be done is literally, let's go through till about 4 o'clock and see what drops in the sales. Our money is getting a little bit low, but it is what it is. Right. I have not seen this since I had a go at it the other day. Let me just see if it appears. Yeah, it's changed. Oh, I've left those green things shouldn't be there. So I've left something in the model that shouldn't be seen, and it's lost the copper. But it is no longer showing the actual other bar. So it's almost done. That's, yeah, I've like changed the model completely. Now that we can buy. I thought I'd just sit for 1 minute, and that we also can buy. And we shall go immediately through without any faffing around, straight to... I nearly left that running there until about 12 o'clock at night. You can imagine, I was just turning my timer over, and I was like, you do realise you've just switched that on, it'll like go to something o'clock, 103. Ooh, now that is the very type of thing I'm talking about. Now then, I doubt we're going to get the 400 grand thing. Yeah, I doubt we're going to get up to that. And this is sort of, but that, up to 261 horsepower, that may well be fantastic. Yeah, we might actually do quite well out of that. So let's get... this has not got automatic lights. One of the few things in the game that doesn't support automatic lights. There's, it is the lever. I knew there was one that I couldn't remember which one it was where the lights had gone funny. It was this one. Yeah, there's this one. Pascal Quartz's terminal lorry. That's the same as well. And what's the other thing? There is another one that doesn't do it as well. That's it. I think, is it? I'm not sure it is actually. Yeah, I can't remember whose is the other one. Something I use frequently. It doesn't support it. Yeah, which is quite nice because mine actually. Yeah, I've got lights on the. Trying to think of its name. It's right. I really pounded the brain today with doing the mod, and I was getting tired. And I thought, now then, yeah, we're gonna have to pull it back, and then go straight with this. There's quite a few map makers that go for this awkward, where you haven't got your square outside. That Saxlingham was the same. Yeah, Farmstead Briscoe. It's a bit of a nightmare for things like headers, for selling headers. I don't suppose when they made the maps that they actually thought that Giants would make this quite a large thing, which they obviously have. Right, should be visible. It is, after all, rather large. Excellent. Yeah, I love the way that when you jump out, your headlight is still on. With having to press another key, it's quite brilliant. You use normal torch, you're forever switching it on. Every time you jump out of the vehicle, you switch it on again. And it was that made me think, obviously being a content creator, you're in and out. Well, you are anyway, but what I mean is it's more important if you're inviting guests in to look, watch your content, and you're going through the night, then like I do very, very frequently, you really do want it to be good for the people watching, so that your lights are not, you're not always in the dark or anything like that. So it is important for me to have that. This is going to earn us quite a lot of cash, isn't it, really, with this as well? This was not a cheap item either. Yeah, so I love the headlights. I took it out. There's another one as well, and it was cheaper. Mr. Cheapskate, as usual, thought, I'll stick to the other one. But it was like, I thought, yeah, but the other one actually had a really good, cool feature. And it's true, it does. It is. So we're going to save that till last. We want to grab you, but I don't think we're going to get up to, we don't need the collector. I was just seeing it occasionally. You may get the collector for free. I don't think I ever have, but you could do. No, I think I did once, actually. No, I think I did. There was one time when I actually did get the collector for free, and I was like, ooh. But of course, when you want it, I mean, like now we don't want it really, because I would cry and weep inwardly. Although we have got, yeah, it's true, we've already got a beautiful. We don't need it. I've got to be honest, it's one thing in FS25 that we've got quite a lot of windrower, and there's some real reasonable ones. You know, the windrower that you've actually got on BC Bueller's Swather that you could just buy literally for that, really, and it wouldn't hurt. It's a very reasonable cost for a mower that's 9.2 meters and it windrows too, and even the header and the thing. But I mean, the header's 25 grand, and BC Bueller's thing is 100 grand. But if you bought it in the sales or ordered it with a used equipment mod, you frequently would get it for half of that. Occasionally for a lot less. I don't ever go on that, and sometimes a bit more. It's true, it does. So we're up to 268. So unfortunately, the 400 grand thing is out of our price, and I'm going to buy it exactly as is, so that we could, if we're lucky, upgrade it at the end of the night in case we ever get anywhere up to the 400 grand. It may keep around. I know it inwardly it's probably going to be gone. I know this, but there's a slight chance you could get a couple of bigger items and you could build up to it. Oh, the stator again. This is the one I don't like, but I keep it in because I mean I don't do silage clamps, so I'm not like it's a very well made mod, and I keep it in because it still sells. You've got to get your priorities right. Yeah, so we can do both of those. Yeah, and 2. And let's get this lot sold. I still don't think we're going to get up to the point where now I don't know if I stipulated, but I always try like to not allow the bank loans. I've sort of got really quite vicious that I never allow. I've even switched loans off. So the only time I can take a loan is if it's to help the Let's Play, to like say I'm in debt. It's the only time I can do it, and that's outside the actual Let's Play. And then of course it will let you repay. Why are you not? Have you got it or not? You have. Yeah, I thought with the weight of that on the front, I should be able to get away with this. Yes, I'm hoping to, get my cab on. It's got a couple of errors that I can't help. A couple of errors that I just cannot, find out. And they're not, some made by Giant Software itself. And I'm like, well, I've used there so that I didn't get this error. Because I was sick to death of me trying to get the compression right. And it's sort of like, I'm talking gobbledygooch, aren't I? I am really, yeah. So I'm trying to, I keep sort of talking too much mod speak as if everyone's a modder, and it's not fair because, I just sort of get carried away, a bit gushy. That's just typically the way that I am. Right, so then this is where most of our cash is stored up, but I still know we're not going to be anywhere near 400 grand. We don't think we've got anything that we could. Now that's true as well. We have got 2. With having the swather, at the minute we only need 1 harvester. Either of the harvesters worth quite a bit? No, we're still not going to get up there. We're not. Yeah, and we've got the stayer yet though as well, which we couldn't afford. But it's still not going to get anywhere near that. You're only going to get 11,000 from actually buying and selling this. If you, sometimes you get a bit more. It is true. It's a bit random. I would have liked to keep that, but the dog face one is a real bargain, and it can be 261. Again, I think Matt makes one, Matt 26 or something like that makes one that is got a bit of a cheeky, sneaky thing that might eventually get closed, or he might get around to fixing it, which I hope he doesn't, because it's lets you have the Magnum for about, is it 30 grand for a 261 upgrade? So it really is quite phenomenal. So we're up to nearly 300,000. Not bad. But I think we'll probably lose it between now and 9 o'clock. Is how it usually works. So, but we'll just crack on. Sometimes it does hang on, but it's rare. It is. But it has been known on occasion like that. But you still got to build up to doing it as well. So you're only going to get 13,000. Sometimes you get a bit more from these, but we may as well drag that along as well. Yeah, a good. Yeah, it's true. I didn't set any rules like that. But what I've been doing quite frequently is no, not that one. Is saying that 10% minimum is what I will allow things to be bought and sold. But like, I also stipulate that like if you've got a tractor and even it's a 10 grand item, it doesn't hurt to grab it and take it and sell that as well. Even though my rule is almost, like I don't want it to be, I don't want to be dragging you through like every last little item that is sold, like religiously all of the time because it's just too much. Yeah, so made 20 odd grand from those two. So up to 300,000, we're about to lose the Zakivsi. Yeah, we could, no, we will let it go. It's what it is, what it is. Right, so we've done everything. How is our mineral feed doing? Make sure that I should be doing really well. And it is quite powerful, this is. Yeah. Whoa, okay. How much more have we got? Oh, I've got a shed load of it left, haven't we? Right, okay. So we need to send the mineral feed to distribute because like there's just too much in there. So we now need to stick the huge corner sign. I'm so glad we bought this. Switch that, and then at least we can. It's a million. This is the biggie, isn't it? Yeah. So we shouldn't run out of storage space anytime soon. And I think the best time to sell is December. If I remember rightly, December, January. We will have a look in a minute because it is a while since I've done it, but I'm almost sure it. I missed it. Or is this one of the few things I've missed? No, I was going to say because it really, yeah, the mineral feed is something I've done quite frequently. I would be very shocked if we did miss that. So let's have a look. When does the mineral feed sell? Well, it's green now. That's right. No, it's one of those things that sort of pretty much sells all of the time for a pretty good price. So we'd make... Oh, now that is a point, Mr. Smith. You are missing a trick. Yes, you are. Yeah, no, that is true. I'd forgotten about that. Well, that's a nice surprise. Now, I do believe, yeah, doing my maths, that we probably can afford to upgrade this now. I'd like to see if the big one is actually working. Because it should be. I have no idea why it wasn't working. Last time I worked with this, it worked a treat. So I don't understand why all of a sudden it's like lost all ability to be filled. But if it has, after we've reset it, I will go out and I will see why this possibly is now no longer working. And so then, how much to take you up to the top? 45. See, this is reasonable too. We're going to go like higher though. We're going to go for a bit of 325,000. We will have all the work lights because there's a real load of work lights on this. It's beautiful. Beacon lights. Yeah, you can't not have beacons, can you really? I like those ones. We don't need a front ladder attacher. 53,250. Oh, for 325 horsepower. Should be a bit, yeah, so it's really now one of our lead tractors. So for 100 odd grand, it's, yeah, really has served as well. So we shall see now whether this is still broken or whether we can use the crampy, or we'll use the crampy if this doesn't work. But I'd like to have a look at this because it shouldn't be a difficult fix. It'll only be like something in the XML I've accidentally switched off. It should just say bulk and it should be absolutely spot on and be able to be a standard trailer. It's worked for a long time, so there should be no reason unless giants have waged war and changed the rules of the game. Right, so then we should be able to afford that beautiful Zakivsi. Because I'd forgotten that we can sell the mineral feed. You take your time, you two. You watch. Yeah, I know. And so that's why I'm worried about that myself. That we're going to like take a couple of minutes and it'll be gone because it was on the edge of going. But it is what it is. What can you say? If it goes, it goes. We're still going to earn a fortune this way, so I'm not really worried. You can't have it always, can you? Again, I mean, this is the culmination of the entire years. You see, it's not getting the feel. And I've got it selected, so it really is weird how a couple of sessions ago this was absolutely fine, and now it's not doing anything. Gone the wrong way. It is a bit strange. Trying to think, I've not even been in the. It's one of those models that I really haven't done much with, if you know what I mean. So, yes. We'll do just to get 400 grand, and then we'll come back and we'll carry on. See, it does earn a lot, but it's not a lot. It doesn't like tick up like tens of thousands, and obviously that was quite a lot, so yeah. Of course, if we had done this, it would have been a bigger bonus had we have done it with the organic one, but it's still brilliant. It is. Knew I was going to do that. I knew I'd oversteered. So I think it's going to be another 1 or 2 loads of these to get up to 400 odd grand. But we will also have gained this extra tractor. So that's another tractor. And another good tractor as well. I think we should do it this time, I think. Maybe. Yeah, there's something weird going on with BC Bueller's. Yeah, the texture or something's a bit strange on the rubber. Oh, fantastic, we've done it. Let's quickly grab that before it disappears. Yeah, I know you could argue that, well, why do you need that? Because you've got the mineral feed. It's just a very good way of making money, and that kind of thing represents like 40,000 profits for just buying it if you've got that kind of cash on hand, which is why I keep sort of saying, if you're going to do the buying and selling game, the elements, you really do need to keep 300,000 to 400,000 in the bank, almost as your kitty for buying. But of course you can't do that in Farming Simulator. Often you can go right down to 100 grand and then you're building back up and you're going to miss things, and you know, it really is that good an earner that you really should keep, you know, on top of it. Brilliant. So we'll sell this last load. I know there's a little bit more. Almost double, but yeah, we're not quite a full load. So obviously there's more to come. Not quite as much as we've sold now, but there should still be quite a lot. So while that's unloading, we're going to grab the Zakivsky or Zakivsky. That is how it looks. I'm not sure it is how it's pronounced. Getting it, or you jump out the wrong side or the right hand side. Oh, the amount of times that gets me. Oh, wow. No, that is that 4? That seems an awful lot. No, we did have 125 as well. Yes, it was good though. It was a better bonus than 10%. I keep saying that. Some of them have really amazing bonuses. Let's go through till about 2 o'clock. Oh, fantastic. Found something. Oh, that beautiful bit of kit. Yeah. Oh, and the Anna burger. Yeah, we want that. And we did indeed order that, didn't we? I'm sure it was that one. Or if it isn't, no, it was that very one, definitely. At a very, very good price. For a square baler, that was quite phenomenal. Ah, so this can move more than... yeah, if you look at this, it can move pretty much bulk. Is that a Giants one then? I don't think it can be. Now a round mouse. Yeah, that can take everything. I was on about making one of these myself, as in like, it's a different model, isn't it? That's quite amazing. That's sort of like a... I mean, of course, we've got the mover, which on a smaller scale does exactly the same thing. But for an awful lot less cash. But on a bigger scale, it really is... yeah, if you were doing that and it was important for you to do that kind of thing, like on this kind of scale, and to have a selfie, I mean... Yeah, there's always simpler and cheaper ways to do something. But what I mean is, if this... represents the pinnacle and you've got to have the pinnacle of like this kind of technology, then I can understand why some people go for it. Yeah, I mean the bulk that this can lift and shift is obviously really quite phenomenal. Excellent. So we can, let's get all this lot sold. Well, not all this lot. The baler we're keeping, yeah, so really this is the last thing that we're selling, isn't it? Is it? I think it is. I think... Oh. I think that was everything. Yeah, it was everything I intend on. So we're obviously down quite a few thousand due to the fact that we found 2 things that we need, but I don't regret that. They are good. We've got the square bale loader already. I'm just hoping it's was a bigger one. It's not just the standard one, or else we won't be able to grab the bales unless I stick to standard sizes. Yeah, so we're not down that much really, all things considered. Alright, so let's go through till 5, 6 o'clock. Keep forgetting to switch my light on off in the day. Oh wow. Is that the one with the movable knuckle I like? It could be, I'm not sure. Because I do love that one a lot. It really is quite impressive. It's my favourite telehandler, actually, to be honest. So easy. If you do sort of get the chance to own it, it is nice to... I know the Red Rock is fantastic, and I do love it, but it's like anything. If you've got an absolute favourite, sometimes you're like, You know, sometimes if you can afford that little tiny bit more, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Careful, 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 careful. I knew I was going to, like, be a little bit close to that. Whoa, back up 611. So let's have a look. Is it that one that's the... I think it is, yes. So this is for us too. Design color, I don't know that. Yeah, I like that. So we will, and this is for us. We're going to give it more power. 170, be set 34, be 210. Go on then. We might still keep the original one for other tasks. Yeah, as in, like, because it's still a fair, it's still a good thing, and it has got a 3-point link. That's what I say. It's not like it's not got a 3-point link. It could be the animal one that, like, oh, it's still not been fixed. Wow, he's done a load of changelogs, and he's got that wriggly. Is he not aware of it, perhaps? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe he's not aware of it. Yeah, because I pointed out in my first run through that it was a bit. It's not the end of the world, of course it's not, but it is a little bit strange. Let's go through till 12 o'clock. Oh, now that was a good tick up. Ooh. This is the other one, my Pascal course. I don't think this light... this would be the other thing that he made. Yeah, that again, he's done the lights the same way. I'm sure it doesn't work either, the lights, because he'll have done it the same way as he's done it in it. Or whatever the thing, auto light thing does, obviously there's certain things that some modders have done that it doesn't particularly like. So we've not quite got... We could actually buy that, because mine are out of action. It is a really good thing, so... We could actually. It is always very reasonable. It's a little smaller than mine, but nevertheless, it will still serve as well. No, well, hang on. Well, yeah, I'll get it. Hopefully get it sorted. Even though I'm concentrating on my cow barn, I'm still... Oh, no. Oh, I've done it again. No, I think you need the telehandler, which we've, like, just... Yeah, there's a lot of quite cool features, I think. I love the fact they did the round corners as well. So there's that big header and that as well. That's it, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, because we keep obviously spending money. I've just spent another nearly 100,000 on the telehandler that we want, and obviously we've got the Anna Burger like back now that can actually fit on. So we have got a slurry stroke digest. You've not got the Mosca Duo. No, I haven't. It's true. We can buy that now as well. Yeah, let's order the Mosca Duo, I think. Yeah, I'm sticking to this, not because I know we can afford it. I really would buy that outright. Even I'm not that skinflinty. It's more about, I can't remember if I did say that you'd got to have the used equipment mod. I'm trying to use it a little, but I am sort of trying to relax the rules after we're off the initial bits, because I think it can become too limiting, like in the long run. I think as a control element at the beginning of any Let's Play, it really is quite useful, because things don't drop when you want them to. They drop sometimes quickly, sometimes not quickly, and it introduces that random element that sort of keeps you on your toes, that's out of your control, and that I like. I think, no, there's the Pascal course. There's 2 vehicles now. Oh no, this one does auto light. I'd imagine he'll go through his old one and actually do that as well. Yes, yeah, I can't remember if it's Holzer's. I think it is Holzer's that doesn't switch on as well. He must have done his lights in some old school sort of way that the game's not expecting for you to do, and so therefore it isn't actually playing ball. Right, so yes, this is where most of our cash is tied up. So we're already absolutely, now I'd imagine also our mineral feed is probably also on the up, or either run out or one or the other. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't run me over. Wow, fantastic. Back up to 600 grand. Amazing. Oh. Now, strangely enough, although we have got our two harvesters, JHHGs is an awful lot more powerful and could cope with. We could actually order that beautiful swathing header, that Colossus one that we had before. Is any of our Lizard MFs worth anything? Yeah, let's do it. It's like, I know it'll have extra options. The thing that's the most important thing for if you're doing the swather is a big hold. Now, these aren't bad. They're not bad at all. Now, we probably won't get a good bonus for this because it's probably been sitting around for longer than a year. But JHHG's has got more horsepower than these and a bigger hold, and that is fairly important. It means you're like unloading less, which is really quite good, and also can, although I'm trying to steer clear of the big headers. I'm trying to stay true to the swathing as it's meant to be, not as it's so this is going to cost us. It does have extra options that you can, yeah, I mean, this is like that was for the basic, but it says not the biggest. It's a 387 to a 455. I don't know that we need any bigger again, because all we really want out of this is we don't even need a very long. Yeah, no, that is the one we want. Rear hitches, yes, standard. Pipe with the 5.6 meter will do nicely. So all things, now wheels, you can get them down. Yeah, there's, I think it's the Midas. One of these is like 0. Or maybe not. Okay. One of these is, there we go. Yeah, the Michelin, I must remember that. So for 101,524 for a 19,380 litre hold, 387 horsepower engine. Yes, we will, indeed. Excellent. So we're down a little bit, but we've now got a second big harvester, which is brilliant. So let's go through till... I will go through till 12, I think, or until we find something we can say. Oh, no. I'm thinking it was night. It was actually daylight. Excellent. What have we found? Oh, the fantastic. Oh, it's lost its red. Another one of these. Another one of those. No, it does seem to be mostly that the collector cost you. It's well worth it for 15 grand, let's be honest. It really is amazing. Yeah, we will buy that too. It's a monster. We seem to be getting quite a few of the big, really big headers. Let's crack on. I'm not going to sell all the time. Let's go straight through till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Or 5 o'clock at night. My bad. So the Moscow Duo. And that is it, really. That is a good small tractor, but it really is good. Nah. Now I'm going to buy that because we didn't choose it. Yeah, so let's go crimson. And I think the yellow rims, they're for 34,000. Why not? That could be useful for quite a bit. Now, we were supposed to be looking at how our mineral feed is doing, if I remember rightly. So there's 181,000 in the huge corner production because it's like pushed it all from that. And there's still 20,000 litres. Plenty of stones and digestate. Enough, yes, I think. Yeah, I think that is just, so there's a little tiny bit left. We've got to now lug all the way to the huge corner production silo to actually grab it. So I think, or do we like call it for it back at the mini self-sufficiency now? I think there's, yeah, let's put that on keep now. And we'll do the huge corner production silo as distribute now. We'll switch it back. I knew I was going to run out of space, so. So we want mineral feed distribute. And we will wait till it's all done, because it is good all of the time. Obviously, oh, no. That's, oh. At least it actually. So we want to keep. Brilliant. Alright, so then let's go through till 8 o'clock at night-ish. Did we look? Yeah, we did. We did definitely look. We did that first, and then yeah, there was nothing really big like there isn't really now. That we might not have any space because we have already got a header. Or maybe the shop is so good that it's actually got the ability to have it. It has. Let's go through till 12 o'clock at night. I think we'll leave it December morning. May as well tow that as well. Beautiful Pharaoh. I do love that. That's a really good starting one there. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's get a little bit sold because we are running out of space, and we'll take it through right the way till the morning. Tractors we get in there, I think. Most equipment we've now got, the Mosca Duo and the slurry tanker. We've got a hoe for next year, which seems to have lost its colour, which is strange because it's all Giants colours. It's weird. Sometimes it loses it in the when you view it, but then when you look at it in real life, as in like out here, it actually does gain its colour back. It's a bit of a strange one, but not always. Yeah, it was on the video I did earlier. I knew I'd changed this element in the i3D, and that obviously I was doing the video to show yourselves, and I went into the mod, and it's true, within the mod itself I had indeed changed the thing, but actually in the model on the map on Silver Lake it actually hadn't changed the model, which does prove that sometimes it really is the Giants engine that is at fault, because I had actually done it. I knew I had, and I was like, why is it still doing, like, why is it still sort of doing that? So sometimes I've been doubting myself, and when I went into the i3D I thought, you really had, you seriously had changed that just as you thought you had. So you've got to stop doubting yourself. Sometimes it really is the tools are not working properly. Well, the game isn't working properly, so it's not surprising really that no, we don't want to sell that. Nearly, very nearly, that would have been painful. Right, our second header, I think. Yeah, because we bought things. So no, we haven't. We've actually got the mower too. I think everything else is for us though. We have bought quite a lot, it is true. So let's grab that too. And yeah, when you look at what we've actually added to our arsenal, it's quite large. As well as we must remember, we've got the Wilson for grabbing the animals. Oh, it didn't grab it. I was a little bit... Oh, I've gone too low. Yeah, my flatbed's a bit of a mystery, because it obviously all of the wheels and everything, and it's moaning about the wheels and hubs, and I'm like, well, I haven't changed the wheels or the hubs, so why? And it's exactly the same XML, so there's no reason at all that it should actually be erroring on something I haven't even touched. And I've double checked as well. I've gone through the XML and like looked through everything, and I'm like, well, I've not, it is, everything's right. The i3D matches say something it doesn't like about the texture or something, but I don't know why it's talking about. Yeah, I was very, very careful with what I swizzled in and out to actually get that. Yeah, but it was working. Yeah, it was. It's true. I was sort of doubting about the way that I'd actually got it inside, but see, it has as well. It has done the red outside, but inside it showed silver. It's like the engine sometimes gets it wrong. Right, okay, so let's go through till 4 or 5 o'clock. And wow, 70% off for 481 horsepower. These are such good value nearly all of the time, to be honest. No, we're going to be, we'll stick to our guns. Let's go straight through to 9 o'clock, and then we shall leave it at that point, I think. We will. We might actually do a bit of spending, though. Yeah, we might. 6 meter. If it was a 9, I might actually go for that. So here's the real Magnum CV X drive. Yes, so this is a 374 horsepower. Would be nice to own, but again, this time of year, I'm trying to like get us a forge. You know, we should of course have an awful lot from the mineral feed as well. Yeah, we shall see, because I would imagine that's probably completely like done now, I would say, by this time of the morning. Let's grab the map. In fact, yeah, let's have a look. Minute 181 in the... Why is that not... Have I like switched it off again or something? Ah, no, you've just said like keep. You didn't... Oh, okay, I thought I'd done that. Distribute. Okay, so it's that. That should be, yes, it's got 97,000 litres, 180. It's going to be slightly, so it'll keep a little bit back, but I think we've got 250,000 litres, which is actually more than I said. Yeah, my maths was wrong. I'm glad. I am, yeah, definitely. It's going to work. Well, it would be nice next session, I think, to do the victory lap before we actually start going through the winter proper. I think what we'll do is we shall buy, well, animals is our primary goal, so we'll do that first. We will not waste any more time. We shall definitely get our enclosure done next time. It would be nice to put the enclosure down now, actually, as a like, I think that was it, wasn't it? I think, because we did buy some more gear, I think. Yeah, definitely. So then, let's pop over to 170 and let's get out the road, and we shall see if we can do what I thought and go under the bridge or not. No, that's not what you want to do. You want to do that. Yeah, because although it show, I think it will, but obviously the game cannot show you. I'd like... Yeah, that's true. Let's just use this first of all to sort of show, can we do this? We're going to go for the, yeah, we're going to go for the feeding robot one. Well, we may or may not. This sort of, there's the 197,000 one. That, oh, it's got the picture. Fantastic. I want to see, no, the Laylee's still not quite right. It's, yeah. So we'll do it next session. It's almost there. It was the wrong way round, and you can see it's nearly there. It's not. Yeah, it's going in the ramp a little, so it needs to come out and across a little bit more. So we'll do this next time. If we do save the game, though, we could put it down and see if we could do the thing under the thing, and then we'll undo. So we need to switch off autosave in case it's like, I think it does it like if you don't do your save. So we've just done the save, so I don't think it would like catch us out. So for now, let's stick it down even though it's rock. That's true, actually. No, we could stick it down. That is the, oh, it'll be this. Oh, so you can do it there. I think sideways it's going to take up too much room. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the bit we would need the most should be... Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's true. That would work. Huh. So it only liked it that way for some reason. Ah, no, this is that weird glitch. Yeah, if you place it and it does an error, you can pull it back out again and it will actually work again like that. It's very strange. I've seen this behavior before. Right, okay, so let's just see. We only really want to know, can we do the enclosure? So can we flip it the other way around and will it? Oh, it will as well. It was what I said. Ah, yeah, but yeah, I don't think it's going to work. Because that's going to be... Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, we're not going to be able to do the enclosure right. Ah, that's annoying. It is wider here as well. Huh? It's the skirt. It's the skirt that does it. I think that's probably too close to the... I did do it there. It's going to be too close to the... This is a monster. I'm going to have to do a smaller one of these, a medium as well, with less. Wow. So we'd only be able to have that. I don't think you can even... I don't think it's going to work. Because this is too narrow down here. Yeah, although it will, we can see it's really going into there. And although we own the land, it's still going to be a right mess. No, I know, I was just trying it for size, so that would actually work. So we could actually do the farmyard as like over here and actually keep that, or do other things too, I'm thinking. So how much is the land? Yeah, I need to go out and do quite a bit of thing. What about Field 57 right next door, across the road? No, it's getting further and further away that away. That's what I'm thinking. 58, we've just seen it's a monster. Or do we steal part of this field? And buy 46. It's a very good value field. But then so is that's even better value. Yes, we will. Okay, because it's still brilliant. Let's stick the enclosure down, because animals is what we want to do the most. We'll try and do it as close to this side as possible. We will stick this one down because I'm going to... No, then we need to be able to get to that. Probably is the most important thing we need to get to. Yeah, and it's got quite a large skirt, as we can see, which it has. It's true. Let's just see if we can go left a little bit more. But we do need to access the ramp if we're going to use this for part of the farmyard. So, and also we need to... Say, yeah, that's good. We do indeed, yes. Wish to customize the fence. Which should be in the right place this time. Okay, that's interesting. It has lost the points. Huh. That's never happened before. Wow. So it hasn't done the fence. Now that is strange. Yeah, definitely. Now that no, it's the same one. Well, at least the clearance area is working nicely. Let's just try that once more because that is a bit odd. It could be the Lely thing, really. I've never I mean, we know it's in the wrong place. We already know that. Let's just stick that in the same place, like there. We do want to customize, yes. Now we can see the green dots. Wow. It is letting you do it, but like it's not right. Yep. That's bizarre because it's the same i3D. We had it. Well, it's completely different. So maybe there's something not quite right in the Lely one. I've not placed the Lely one. I've always used the big one, and the XML is slightly different. So I might have missed something, the nodes or something like that. The name, it should be all right, but obviously it's not. We can see that. So we've got 440,949. We will get that done next session. So yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.